Today we are sailing from Cardiff to Swansea. The forecast is good, but as it's late in the season we want to get there before nightfall. First, it's out through the lock, which opens at set times 24 hours a day. But you need to tell them first on the marine radio so they can let you know which lock to go to, as there are 3. There is always a sheltered area outside for waiting incoming boats. It's a busy time inside the lock, so here's a photo taken on another occasion. For us, once through, we're out at sea and ready for our journey. Power stations are good navigational aids. This one is at Aberthaw, near Nash Point. It's coal-fired and has carbon capture installed. It is a highly efficient power station and much of the coal is locally sourced. Coastal sailing is more interesting than an open passage. There's much more to see and much more to do as you travel past the coast. The trip from Cardiff to Swansea doesn't take long in a car or by train, but in a boat it can take all day. When sailing, you may be averaging around 6 miles an hour, and in the Severn estuary you really do need to have the tide underneath you, because if it's going the other way you are not going to get anywhere. In the days before satellite navigation, you had to rely on your eyes and ears, and as you might have guessed from a previous shot, it was a foghorn on a headland near the lighthouse. Here you can hear the bell on the navigation board. Valuable aids when the weather closes in. In the Severn estuary, the tide surges in and out, and there are large areas of sandbanks and tidal overfalls to avoid. So, navigation is from buoy to buoy and headland to headland, making certain you are not swept sideways from your intended passage. Here's another useful navigation aid. It's the Port Talbot Steelworks, the largest in the UK and one of the largest in Europe. It's getting late in the day now, and so we have started the engine to make sure we arrive before dark. It's beginning to cool off now, so it's time to put on the extra clothing and hat. One advantage of arriving at dusk is that navigation lights can be picked out of an otherwise indistinct coastline. We're approaching the harbour entrance now, and we'll be looking for the entrance to the first lock. Here on the right is the roll-on, roll-off terminal. The entrance to the lock is round to the left. There are 2 locks, one into the main harbour and the other into the marina, where we will spend the night.
And now a local navigation warning for the Swansea district. Watch it, Harbour Marina is closed to vessels until further notice. This is due to a mechanical failure of the tidal gate. You're listening watch on VHF channel 80.
Well, here we are, tied to the pontoon after a good day's sail. We will soon be off to the sailing club for our evening meal, and looking forward to our next trip, which will be to Tenby tomorrow.